Why P2B supporters should not rejoice over Adebanjo's support. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Many supporters of the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, have been feeling happy and filled with joyful motives since yesterday when Pa Adebanjo, who is a leader of the Pan-Yoruba social cultural group, Afenifere, surprised many people by attending the presidential campaign of Mr. Peter Obi in Ibadan, Oyo State capital city. Pa Adebanjo and Peter Obi called, although the support by Pa Adebanjo may considerably be taken as a plus for Mr. P2B, but in reality the merit it would bring may not be as much as the hype that is being given to his political support. The 2023 presidential election will not be different from the previous election in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. A number of votes cast, not number of verbal support, not surely determine who will become the next president of Nigeria. Regarding this, it could be relevant for the supporters of Mr. P2B who are already overwhelmed with joy with the support given to the principal by Pa Adebanjo to seriously ask themselves about the actual number of voters that Pa Adebanjo can bring to their cover. Anyone is free to argue on this, but the fact is that the fact will actually set us free. The support being given to Mr. P2B by Pa Adebanjo may not influence the weakened chances of Mr. P2B at the forthcoming presidential election, mostly across the 6 southern states, including Osun, Ogun, Ondo, Oyo, Ekiti, and Lagos State. Elections are won by the party with the highest number of votes cast, and nothing different will take place in 2023. This is because we have all seen how woeful was the performance of Mr. P2B's Labour Party in the governorship elections that were conducted in both Osun and Ekiti State. Those governorship elections are a typical example of what political parties should look out for in 2023. Pa Adebanjo is not a contending politician and he has never been one. Hence, there is actually no political structure that he may stand on to meritoriously back his support for Mr. P2B. This could be considered enough reason for Mr. P2B supporters to not be blindfolded by the mere verbal support the principal is receiving from Pa Adebanjo, while the top contenders for presidential seats are building on various verifiable political structures. Now, all this plenty English is not necessary because I've been saying it severally even before now that somebody endorsing you does not mean anything. It means nothing because they have, they can do. The more you look, the less you see. I support you for math, but nothing come outside. Endorsement does not mean anything. Endorsement just means I support you. And I think it is actually kind of, this thing is said, if you look at it partially, yes, they overwhelmed with joy, but I don't think the only thing that overwhelms them with joy is the fact that maybe they're looking for, backings, as in what is bringing, how is going to gather people for Mr. P2B. But the thing is, it is actually kind of, how do I even put it? It's kind of a little bit, should I say, it is a bit, soothing that you have somebody who is speaking the truth, even in the midst of everybody saying, this is not good and this is not good. One person is standing up and saying, no, now so this thing's supposed to be. I think it gives you a kind of, it lifts your spirit sort of. But the truth is that he cannot bring in, more than, his own vote. That's what this person is trying to see here. But like I said, I don't think that the happiness was born out of a place of, this man will bring in people. I think they're just happy that at least someone is actually coming out to speak truth to power. If you ask me, that's just the truth. But Tinubu is the coming president of Nigeria because presidency is not for small boys like P2B. Are you really serious? So presidency is not for small boys. Okay. Do you see where your irrationality is taking you to? So if Tinubu is your father before disgracing himself in the name of becoming president, won't you advise him? Well, we have gone past that stage. The unintended effect of Adebanjo's action is to unite hitherto neutral Yoruba forces behind Tinubu's candidacy. From 2007 to 2019, in 3 electoral cycles, Adebanjo failed to achieve his aim against Tinubu-backed presidential candidate. In all those elections, Tinubu was not the candidate. Effortlessly, he defeated Baba's forces. How can Baba achieve any success now with Tinubu personally on the ticket? We are waiting. On a positive note, the Southwest have shown the Southwest what politics is all about: freedom of choice. No one is threatening to turn Adebanjo's house into a refuse dump. We respect Baba's opinion and viewpoint as his right, as it always has been. Baba too will respect when votes in February announces their own position. February is around the corner. So, I don't know. A lot of people are like, Adebanjo is launching an attack on Tinubu. That is what they are saying, and that is what he has been doing. That is what they are saying and thinking. And they are now even saying that, they are coming out to mock the Southeasterners. When Soludo came out and made those Angada statements, a group of youths came out and said they are going to turn a particular government house. They're going to dump refuse there, and even announce that people should dump. And I'm like, no, I kicked against it. They're saying all that and all that and all that. That look at how, Adebanjo was not threatened, he was not free, nothing. Though I've seen people haul insult at him. Yes, people have called him those sort of names. But at least nobody has come out to say, we are going to dump refuse, or this is what we are going to do. Do you understand? Okay. Adebanjo doesn't have any political value in his hometown, which is Ijebu Ibo in Ogun State. Why can't he come to Ibadan, State? Adebanjo knows what he's doing. He knows that Peter cannot win the presidential election, but he's doing eye service. Whether I like it or not, what I'll break to you now that you will not even, that you might not agree with me, is that Adebanjo did not start supporting P2B because he will be in the election. Adebanjo did not start supporting P2B when he came out. The thing is, Adebanjo was supporting the Southeast for presidency. That is what he has been doing for a very long time. It's except you want to, if you do not know Adebanjo, know it now. Except you know it and you're trying to deny it. But the truth is that he started supporting P2B a very long time ago, even before P2B came up with the issue of, leaving PDP and, going to joining the Labour Party and becoming the presidential candidate. I pity the Igbos who are chasing wild goose. Adebanjo cannot influence anything in Yoruba politics. He has no followers, even at Ogbo Ijebu, his town. I doubt if he can win his polling booth here. He has no electoral value. Obi is just wasting his time. He can never win the election. Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning